In this video tutorial, I'd like to demonstrate how to use the Easy Digital Downloads add-on for WP Courseware. Okay, so let's begin. What I'd like to do first is just show quickly which plugins I actually have installed here. So you'll notice I've got the WP Courseware plugin, I've also got Easy Digital Downloads, and I have the EDD add-on for WP Courseware. The EDD add-on for WP Courseware can be downloaded from wordpress.org. It's a free plugin. Now, one very important item that I'd like to demonstrate first is in the Easy Digital Downloads settings. And so let's navigate over to Downloads Settings. And from here, I want to go over to Miscellaneous. And under Miscellaneous, there are two options that I would like to talk about. First is Disable Guest Checkout. This option is by default deselected, which means guest checkout is enabled by default. Unfortunately, that will not work with the integration with WP Courseware. And the reason for that is during the guest checkout, a user account for WordPress is not created. And a user account is required for WP Courseware so that you can assign courses and have course tracking and progress tracking and that sort of thing. So one thing you'll need to do is disable guest checkout. The other option here, and I recommend using the registration and login forms to display when you're checking out a product. And the reason for that is if your user already has a user account on your WordPress site, you want them to be able to log in. If they don't, you want them to have the ability to register. So what I typically do is use registration and login forms, both on the checkout page. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just save those settings as a good measure. Okay, so next what I'd like to show is our products. So let's go over to All Downloads. And you'll notice I've got Course A. And what I'd like to do is just go ahead and create another product, and we'll call this one Course B. And I'm going to go ahead and assign price to this, and we'll just charge $15 for it. And we'll go ahead and publish that. Okay, so now we've got our second product, a total of two products, Course A and Course B. So now what we want to do is assign some courses to these products. And I've already created some courses. So what we're going to do is go right into Training Courses and Easy Digital Downloads. Now this option here, Easy Digital Downloads, only becomes available when you install the EDD add-on for WP Courseware. So let's go ahead and click on that. And you'll notice here I've got Course A and Course B, the two products we just created. And now we have the ability to assign any one of our courses that we've already created, Course A through F, to one of the products that we've created. And to do so, we're going to click Edit Course Access Settings. And in here, we have the option to assign a course or multiple courses to our product. So we are editing Course B product right now. So what I'm going to do is just go ahead and assign Course B to our Course B product. Now we have another option here for retroactively assigning courses to current users, but we're going to go ahead and skip that for now. I'll cover this later in the video. Let's go ahead and save our changes. And you'll notice now I've got Course B assigned to our Course B product. Okay, so now we want to test this out. We want to run a transaction. We want to purchase Course B, and we want to see how they are actually enrolled into Course B. And before I do that, I want to just quickly navigate over to our users area and just simply show that I have nobody assigned to any courses at this time. And what I'm going to do now is go ahead and open up another browser. So I've got Course B here, the product that we just created, and the cost of this is $15. So I'm going to go ahead and add that to our cart, and I'm going to click Checkout. Okay, so real quick, I wanted to point out here that this form appears here because we enabled the registration form, and we also added the ability to log in if you have an account. So that's where these two options display. So what we want to do now is go ahead and fill in this information. Okay, So now we're going to go ahead and click purchase. Okay, so now my purchase is complete, and you'll notice it actually logged me in as my user account, and it looks like our purchase transaction was successful. Okay, so now what I want to do is go back to our other browser, and you'll notice I'm going to go ahead and refresh this screen here, which should populate another user named Jim. Okay, so now we've got Jim, and now he's enrolled into course B. So our transaction was successful, and he was enrolled into course B. Okay, so one other thing I'd like to demonstrate was the other configuration option when assigning a course to a product. So if we go back over to Training Courses, Easy Digital Downloads, and we go into our Course B product configuration here, and we look at this second option here. Okay, so basically what this allows you to do, it allows you to retroactively assign a new course to a current customer. So for instance, Jim already purchased Course B product, and let's just say that you just now created Course C, and you wanted to give Jim the ability to be enrolled into Course C, but you didn't want to have to go do this manually because, for instance, you could have many customers that have already purchased Course B, and you don't want to have to manually go and enroll them into another course. So now what we can do here is select Course C. We can click yes on our option here to retroactively assign these courses, and we can save changes. And you'll notice all members were successfully retroactively enrolled into the selected courses. So if I go back to our users area, so you'll notice I've got Jim enrolled into Course B and Course C. And of course, if we had other individuals who had purchased Course B, they would have also been enrolled into Course C as well. Okay, well, this concludes this demonstration of how to use Easy Digital Downloads add-on for WP Courseware. Thanks for watching.